welcome to our annual or monthly Student of the Month breakfast and celebration that we have. My name is Mr. Barrett. I am the Assistant Athletic Director here, and as the Assistant Athletic Director, I've been called out of the bullpen today to present this. It's normally Mr. Conti's show, but he asked me to take over for him, so that is exactly what I'm doing. We love having this each and every month to bring not only the students in, but who they were recommended by to provide some refreshments and kind of celebrate what they've done the past month, if not the past year or years. So not only do we do the Students of the Month, but we also do our Student Athletes of the Month, and we do a Staff Member of the Month. At the very end, Chief, who is taking these ridiculous pictures of me right now, will be taking pictures of all of our award recipients today with the teachers who have recommended today. All right, so without further ado, I'm going to bring up Mrs. Werner, who is going to give out the 9th grade Student of the Month award.
Come on down, Christy. Okay. If I have to stand up here, you have to stand up here. So I have, sorry, I'm really tall today.
No, it's fine. I'm just worried in general.
I nominated Cushy for Student of the Month. She is probably one of the hardest working, most intelligent students I have had in my 12 years of teaching here. I've never had a student get 100% of my class, ever. And last marking period, she got 100% in my class. When I looked up her report card, she got 100% in all of her classes for the 3rd marking period. So to start off, as a freshman year, being one of the top students and actually getting 100s and everything is absolutely amazing. In class, she wants to understand everything. The questions that she asks me are just above and beyond what any 9th grader really needs to know or generally even wants to know about science. I'm working on convincing her to go into a career in science. She doesn't quite know what she wants to do yet, but I'm always around for you if you do decide to go in the science route. But just having Cushy in class has been an absolute honor to be able to teach her, and I like that I can have such high-level conversations with her as a freshman. So I know she's also involved in some other clubs and activities at the high school as well, so to have all of those things on her plate and still continue to do so well is absolutely amazing, and can't wait to see what you do in your next 3 years here. So congratulations, Cushy.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Next up for our sophomore Student of the Month, we're going to have 2 teachers coming up to recommend Isabella Neal. So would Ms. Dance and Ms. McHale please come up at this time?
You go in the middle.
Hi, I'm Rose McHale. I nominated Bella last semester for Keystone Math. I nominated her for her positive attitude and hard work ethic. She always came to class with a bright smile and always completed all her work. Additionally, she came to class every day and asked me how my day was going. She was a lily to be around, and she brightened up our class. You're welcome.
I'm Dorinda Dans, and I also nominated Bella last month for, well, the end of last month, for this month's Student of the Month, for the same reasons that Rosie said, but also I was telling her mom, I didn't check her grades because I'm like, I know they're all good. And then I realized, I said, you did do okay. She is not only a wonderful student and does well, but she also, as Rosie said, just brings such a positive attitude towards the day, the class, and learning. And, you know, it speaks volumes to how wonderful she is and how well she's going to do in the rest of her high school. I'm excited to see.
I know, me too.
Thank you.
Congrats.
Here you go, Mom. I'm just kidding.
You're welcome.
All right, here to introduce our junior Student of the Month winner is our very own Mr. McGrady.
Woo, McGrady!
Bringing Christina.
Woo, Christina!
This is Christina. Normally, I don't read, but I'm going to try something today. Con mis disculpas, mi español no es muy bueno, así que tengo que escribir lo que quiero decir. With apologies, my Spanish is not very good, so I have to write out what I want to say. Should I apologize now? Cristina está en mi noveno periódico de honores de la clase de química. Su calificación de casi recta 100. Nunca he logrado que un alumno alcance un nivel tan alto. Su ética de trabajo, inteligencia y capacidad es increíble. Algunos de sus otros clases son biológica AP y cálculo AP. Para las actividades, ella está en el banda, French Club, Minithon y el musical. Christine is in my 9th period honors chemistry class. Her grade is almost straight 100s. I have rarely had a student achieve at so high a level. Her work ethic, intelligence, and ability is amazing. Some of her other classes are AP Biology and AP Calculus. For activities, she's in the band, French Club, Minithon, and the musical. Last paragraph. Sus logros son más impresionantes ya que ella es un estudiante de intercambio de España y inglés no es su primer idioma. Ella está a 4,000 millas de casa durante todo el año. Si tiene la mitad de problemas para escucharme en inglés, que cuando digo esto en español, demuestra que es una estudiante extraordinaria. Did you get that? Her accomplishments are more impressive as she is an exchange student from Spain and English is not her first language. She is 4,000 miles from home for the entire year. She has half the trouble listening to me in English that I have in saying this in Spanish. It demonstrates what an extraordinary student she is. Congratulations.
Muy bien.
And again, I apologize.
Our senior student of the month, unfortunately, is not here today. However, Alyssa O'Neill was recommended by Mr. Lavery, so Mr. Lavery, let's say a few words about her anyway, right?
Okay,
She's
sure.
probably watching this. This is streaming live.
Right, absolutely. Alyssa's been absent twice. Probably for the first time since I've known her. I have known Alyssa for 2 years as her teacher in Allied Health, which is Introduction to Healthcare, and this year, Medical Terminology, Allied Health 2. Alyssa has discovered a passion for healthcare and has realized an aptitude for the content area. I had her at 7:40 in the morning as a junior, and she was quiet, and I realized Alyssa is quiet. And she lets her work do the talking and has been my best student for 2 years. She's diligent and persistent, and for Allied Health 2, she's completed a 30-hour field experience at an OB/GYN office where she found the atmosphere welcoming, and that's the type of career she wishes for. She's developed this drive and sensibility from her family. From what I've known from Alyssa over the last couple of years, she loves being a big sister. And she has a strong supportive group of friends, and she seeks to help others through groups such as SAD. For these reasons, I nominated her for Student of the Month, and I appreciate the committee congratulating her and recognizing Alyssa O'Neill. Thank you, Alyssa.
All right, we also have our 2 student athletes of the month. And when it comes to student athletes, we like to obviously bring their families, but we also like to have their coaches come in. Unfortunately, for our first student athlete of the month, their coaches have real jobs that don't allow them to come at this time of day. So Coach Patrick and Coach Wilson have both recommended, the one and only, Sam Milano as our female student athlete of the month. All right, now, I have had the pleasure of having Sam in class, although she was heard from us the entire time that I had her in class, and I'm not looking at my phone, rather I'm looking at what the coaches sent me to read about Sam. All right, so here we go. Sam Milano is our current varsity second baseman. She has also been a 4-year varsity starter. Sam is not just a leader and role model on the field, but also within the community, taking part in various volunteer opportunities. Coach Pedrick and Coach Wilson are always pushing their players to become better people, and Sam seems to never disappoint them on and off the field. Interboro softball has always had the team logo of "Don't Say Can't." And this year, Sam took it upon herself to design a t-shirt incorporating the logo on the back for all the players and coaches to wear. You will see them all around campus. Sam is moving on to play and study at Penn State Altoona. As her coach for the past 4 years. At this point, you have to pretend I'm Ped. And Wilson, as her coach for the past 4 years, I have nothing but positive things to say. Altoona is gaining a hardworking student and dedicated athlete. Sam asked me to write something up for her at this time, so congratulations to Sam Milano for our student athlete. Now, our second student athlete of the month, I forgot to mention that Sam is one of our multi-sport athletes. She just rolled from the winter season into our spring season, and our male athlete of the month is doing the exact same. Our male athlete will be presented by one of our baseball coaches, Coach Torrance. If you can please come up to present to Jared Darviscoli, our male student athlete of the month.
So I think the first time I saw Jared play a sport, he was 7 years old. And in our annual basketball tournament we have. And I think Jared won the MVP of that tournament. So as far as athletic talent, the athletic talent has been there for a long time. But beyond his athletic talent being a three-sport star, like Mr. Barrett said, Jared has tremendous work ethic. He's a leader on and off the field. He's an excellent student in the classroom. I had him when he was a freshman in class, did an excellent job then. And really does whatever we need him to do on the field. He's very flexible, plays center field for us, plays shortstop. This year he's going to be pitching a little bit. And that just shows his team-first mentality. Really will do anything we need him to do to help us win. And the baseball program is very fortunate to have Jared for another 2 years. So congratulations.
All right, and finally, the last part of our presentation is one of our favorites. It's when we present the staff member of the month. When it comes to working at Interboro High School, one of my favorite parts about it is that I believe that a lot of our teachers and staff, we break the typical teacher stereotypes. If you watch movies and TV, there's always certain things you always think of when you think of certain positions. I mean, think about it. I mean, we have a Spanish-speaking chemistry teacher. Obviously, we have a life-saving fireman science teacher. All right, we have a superhero as a baseball coach. I mean, we have so many. We even have gym teachers that sometimes get dressed up on occasion. All right, so we're constantly trying to break the stereotype. But when you think of the person that stands in the library most of the day, you assume it is this 80-year-old woman looking through the card catalog. Well, that is not the case at all here at Interboro High School. Our staff member of the month is our very own Mrs. Hain. Mrs. Hain is our librarian by title here, but she basically does everything. From a technological standpoint here in the building, obviously, we are trying to integrate technology into the classroom as much as we can, regardless of subject. And without Ms. Hain's help, that's not happening. The days of just the kids coming up and looking for a book and then trying to find out what to do, those days are long gone. And without Ms. Hain's help, none of this happens. All right, she keeps us all in line in terms of moving the laptop carts around and keeping us all in check and allowing us to use this facility for all of our different subjects, as well as she puts this whole presentation together. So without her, this actually doesn't even happen. All right, so it is my pleasure to honor our staff member of the month. Billy Betson was the one who kind of took the charge and nominated.
Well, Miss Hain, no matter how many times I ask her for my Google Classroom password, she always figures out a way to find that out for me. So that's very nice of her. I come up here a lot because I don't have a computer in my house. So, well, I do, but it doesn't really work very well. And she always helps me out, whether it's with scholarship stuff or anything with computers, because I don't know anything about computers. So Ms. Hain helps me out no matter what I need her to do. And there's always stuff going on up here, and I feel like she's the most underappreciated person in this room because everybody comes up and asks her for help. So.
So again, thank you all for coming today. Again, the refreshments are here for you, so enjoy. Once again, Chief.